In this lesson, I will explain Sheet Set Manager tool with the help of a sample project. So open a blank drawing and type SSM on command line and press enter. So this will open the Sheet Set Manager. Now in the current Sheet Set Manager palette, I have a sheet set already open here, but I'll now close this one. So I'll right click on this node and click on close sheet set. So now when you open Sheet Set Manager in your drawing, you'll find this completely blank palette. Now from this palette, click on this drop down and select this open option. Now locate the folder where your sheet set file is located, and in this case we have it here in SSM sample complete folder on the desktop. So I'll go to this desktop and here we have this DST file, which is the sheet set file. Select it and click on open. And now in this palette you can see that we have right now S1 elevation, S2 section and S3 floor plan layouts in the current project. Now when I hover my cursor, a preview will appear for the current layout along with some information, as you can see here. Also, all of these informations are available on this Sheet Set Manager palette. Now this palette is simply like any other palette of AutoCAD. You can move this palette, you can auto hide this palette, you can even close this palette, and when this palette is closed you can bring it back by pressing Ctrl 4 or using the command equivalent SSM. Now on this Sheet Set Manager palette, we have this Sheet List tab, we have this Sheet Views tab, and also the Model Views tab. Now in the Model Views tab, we have here all the model view drawings which are available for the current sheet set. So we'll explore these drawings in a moment. Let's first go to Sheet List. So right now here we have this sample sheet set and all the layouts are listed in it, and some of the properties which are associated with the current sheet set or the sample sheet set can be seen in the property palette. For that, right click on the sample sheet set and select properties. Now here we have this property palette, and in this property palette we have lots of information related to the current sheet set. For example, the location of all the model views. So here we have this model view, and this is the location where all the drawings, the model view drawings, are saved. We have here location for the label block and the callout block, and we have the location for page setup override files. Also we have here project number, project name, we have here some custom fields, and also we have the sheet set storage location. To see all the custom properties, you can click on this edit custom properties option, and you'll be able to see that we have only a single custom property, which is this checked by field. You can add more custom properties using this custom properties window as well. So let's click on cancel and cancel again. In order to open any layout, you can simply double click on this layout on the sheet list tab. So let's double click on this elevation, and this will open the corresponding layout view. So right now you can see that we have this S1 sheet open, and this S1 sheet is saved in the project folder. So let's go to the project folder now, and here we have this project folder on the desktop. Let's open this, and in this project folder we have this S1 elevation. So right now this S1 elevation, S2 section and S3 floor plan are the three layouts which are open in our current sheet set, and S1 elevation is currently open in our drawing. So this is the drawing which is saved in our project folder. In order to open any other drawing, you can directly click on its name here on the sheet list tab. Now the information which is stored in this sheet set palette is associated with this layout with the help of field. For example, here you can see that we have this S1 as the sheet number, and this S1 sheet number can also be seen here in the title block. So in title block also we have this S1 sheet number. Now if you change the value of sheet number on the sheet set palette, it will update itself in the layout view as well. So let's go and change this value. For that, I'll right click on this S1 elevation layout and go to properties. Now here you can see this sheet number is listed as S1. So let's change it to S5 and click on OK. So now we have this S5 as the layout number, but here we don't have it. We still have S1 because the layout needs to be regenerated, and for that type RE on command line and press enter. So this will regenerate it, and here we have the updated information on the layout as well. In a similar way, you can change other information related to individual layouts. So I'll go to the properties again and I'll change it to S1 here. Now let's look at this field. Here we have include for publish option, in which yes is selected. So one of the great features of a sheet set is the ability to publish, plot or archive multiple layouts with a few clicks. And if you exclude this particular layout for publishing, then it will not be included when you publish the complete project files. So let's say that we don't want to include this particular S1 elevation for publishing. For that, I'll select no and click on OK. So now we have this S1 elevation which will not be published. So let's now try to publish the complete sheet set. In order to publish or print the complete sheet set, select the sheet set, right click and go to publish option and select publish to DWFX. So specify the location where you want to save this file and click on select. Now you can see that the printing and publishing job is processing in the background. So let's close it and wait for this to complete. So now the publishing job is done and you can see it here in this bubble. So let's now minimize this window and let's locate the file. So here we have this sample sheet set. Let's open it and it will open with the default XPS viewer, which is a Windows DWFX file viewer. So let's now reduce the scale here and you can see that we have this S2 sheet number which is published. Also we have this S3 sheet number, but we don't have S1 sheet number here because we have selected not to publish the S1 sheet. So let's now move back to the sheet set, select it, right click and select properties and change it to yes. So now this particular layout will also be included for publishing. So let's click on OK. And now let's look at other tabs in the sheet set manager. So in the sheet list tab, we saw that all the layouts were listed. And when you move to the sheet views tab, you'll be able to see all the views associated with this current layout. So right now in S1 elevation, we have these 4 views listed and you can see it clearly here. The view number 1 is east view and here it is view number 1 east view with the scale of 1:30. Also we have view 2, 3 and 4 and all of these are listed here. Similarly, if you open any of these drawings, the S2 section or S3 floor plan, a similar arrangement can be seen. Now all of these drawings are saved in the model views and they are referenced in the layouts using XREFs. So when you move to the model view tab, you'll see all the actual drawings which are made in the model view, and when you expand these drawings, you'll be able to see all the views which are saved in it. So we have created the drawings in the model view and we have referenced them as an external reference in the layout. So when you select XREF and press enter, you'll see that currently in the S1 elevation drawing, we have these 2 references, the detail view drawing, which is this drawing, and also the elevation, which is these 3 drawings. So a same drawing is referenced for all of these 3 views, and these are 3 different views of a same drawing, and that drawing is in this model views tab. And here we have this elevation. So in this elevation we have this east, north and south view, and when you select this elevation, you'll be able to see that we have east, north and south view selected. Also when you go to the detail view, which is this drawing here, we only have a single detail view, and that can be seen here in the layout as well. So let's now close this external references palette, and now let's move on to this S1 layout. Now here in this layout, we have here detail view, and as you can see in this label block, that this detail view is taken from this part of the drawing. So right now the view 4 is detailed to a scale of 1:10 here. Now we can also modify the view number for these layout views, and it will automatically update in the sheets or the layouts. So let's look at this sheet views, and here we have this S1 elevation which is currently open here, and in this S1 elevation we have this detail view here, and that detail view is listed here. So let's say that we want to rename this detail view, and we want to rename it as view number 5. So for that, I'll right click on this detail view and select rename and renumber, and now rename it to view number 5, and I'll keep it at detail view. Let's click on OK now, and you can see here that the view is renamed to view number 5, but again we have here as view number 4. So let's type regenerate RE and press enter, and we have it updated here. So we not only have it updated here, we also have an updated information at this place. So currently you can clearly see that all the information is properly interlinked with each other and also with the sheet set, and an intelligence is built into sheet set using fields, label blocks and callout blocks. So this was all about a sheet set. In the next lesson, I will tell you about creating a layout template, which is the first building block of creating sheet set from scratch.